and the mushrikeen was saying, we believe Allah, we believe in Allah. These are only intermediary. They help us to reach, Allah. And now in daily life, in modern age, we say, yeah, we believe in Allah, but certain things happen as a result of these causes, like earthquake happens as a result of fault lines, and blah blah blah. So, but we hiddenly refer causality to those things, but in actuality, it does not mean anything, right? So, I don't know whether it's a good, way of approaching to it. Like
maybe I missed the beginning part. So this answer is, I guess, the best answer to convince our nafs.
Yeah.
Why my nafs? Because when you're asking me, are you a student of Quran or student of philosophy, I was always like, of course, radical Quran student, but later I understood that I'm more of a philosophy student because starting from before even the first grade, this ideology is inculcated, injected in our veins, and we are unable to think out of the box. So whenever we are told some causes are doing this, we just buy it because we so many times heard the same thing. We can't reject it. But when we experience it ourselves, now that could be a solution, because this is the first-hand experience, and we all know that we don't create our own actions.
Right.
I just wanna lift this and put it here, but I don't know how many dozens of pairs of muscles are working here, how many hundreds of nerves are connected, how many milliamperes of electricity is running through my nerves, so I can do that.
Just speaking is not enough. It has to be a receiver over there, so that if I speak and nobody understand, how are you gonna follow the speech? So
these examples are experiential, not theoretical. That's why it's so powerful to understand it.
Yeah.
Right.
You feel and experience. So any questions regarding these 2 points?
yeah, one more point. To be able to say I am speaking, it means you are controlling all the particles in the air as well, so that you are transmitting your voice to the others as well. So if you cannot say that, then how you're assuming you are the one who are speaking.
Okay. So if a guy, for example, says like this, I'm going to reply it. Okay. Just make the left of yours, for example, the left. They don't have to hear it. Okay. When you say, for example, when you speak it, everyone in the room listens and hears it, right?
Right.
And what am I asking him, for example? Just do it in such way, because you say that you have control.
That is the other part. And also they could have the words coming out my mouth. Also another aspect of it. There are two different aspects. So even speaking is not enough itself. There has to be someone who is also taking your words to the others. Coming out from my mouth, and what is the mechanism there? I don't have any control of it. I just think. I just try to have an intention to talk, and then word comes out from my mouth. This is the first part, which is I don't have control. And the other part also very, difficult to manage. Yeah, you can speak to that side.
Yeah, you can move the left side if you can control it. Yeah, let's do it, for example.
But
you can do it.
it doesn't mean that as Jasmine said, all the particles have that, but maybe their receiver is not good enough to receive that voice.
Absolutely, yeah. Any questions or any points?
Or he doesn't have any sharik, any company, any companions that can help him, assist him, or disposer other than himself. So that's the issue. Maybe we can a little bit think over and ponder over and reflect on.
Did you read this one?
And I'm going to read another passage, another part from the race, the beginning of the race. It's also related with that issue actually. It's not long. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. وَبِهِ نَسْتَعِينَ. In the name of Allah, the merciful, the compassionate, and from Him do we seek help. Inspired by one splendid meaning of the verse, and know that there is no God but Allah. فَعْلَمْ أَنَّهُ لَا إِلَهَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ. And by a famous oath of the Prophet ﷺ, this treatise consists of a subtle point I perceived from the three beautifully sweet and subtle fruits of the affirmation of divine unity, and three matters necessitating it, and the three proofs of it. The oath, Allah's most noble messenger most frequently used was the oath by him in whose hands is Muhammad's being, وَالَّذُو نَفْسِ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ, which shows that even the furthermost tips of the tree of the universe and its broadest extent and its minor particulars exist through the power and will of the single one of unity. For if the most choice and exceptional of creatures, Muhammad ﷺ, peace and blessings be upon him, does not own himself. So it is the oath of ﷺ, right? Even he does not own himself, and to act as he wishes and is tied in his actions to another will, certainly nothing, no function, state or circumstance, whether particular or universal, can be outside the power of that all-encompassing will. Yes, what this meaningful oath of Muhammad ﷺ indicates is the mighty, all-encompassing unity of dominicality or lordship. Since 100 and perhaps 1,000 clear proofs of this divine unity have been set forth and explained in the Risale-i Nur, which is the Siraj Nur, illuminated lamp, we refer to that details and proofs of this elevated truth. And then it goes on. Also, this is the oath of Muhammad ﷺ, right? وَالَّذِي نَفْسُ مُحَمَّدٍ بِيَدِهِ. So even he does not own nothing as an oath, he says. Okay. So Ustad lifts it another higher level.
Yeah, first I think he is not free to do haram or halal things. It's not just about that. Even tiny things that Prophet ﷺ himself doing is by the control of Allah. It's not about, right? It's just halal or haram stuff, right?
I think all our actions,
Any
the result
any
is not in my hands.
Yeah.
Yes, I like to share similar thing. Sorry, if he is not free to act, in fact, they are free, but not about result. I am walking in this page, fifth page of Yasin Suresi. If Allah doesn't create about our walking, we cannot walk ahead or back. It's clear because to walk, our body should be administered. Our solar system should be administered. The universe should be administered so that I can walk. But I actually where, which aspect? To mosque or to other things, to here or seaside. Can we say intent? Intent. That's all. Intent. Huh?
Will.
Will. I am using will, my free will. But Almighty Allah is creating.
It's like a supplication or dua.
Yeah, dua. Yeah, that's all. Dua. Believer, unbeliever. The result is in the hand of Allah. In every step, in every speech. For example, I am now speaking. For speech, what's necessary? What's necessary? The air should enter my body, and the whole my body, the air is traveled, and during it is going out. Speech is created.
You have to have a life to speak. You know,
Yeah.
that body cannot speak.
Yes.
You know, like,
Yes. But I'm responsible if I speak badly. Yes, I'm responsible. But Allah Almighty is creating. This is the mystery of exam. I cannot create speech. I can use my free will in speech. Yeah, as brother said, supplication. Oh Allah, I want to speak.
Just let me speak.
That's all. Allah creates. Allah khaliq kulli shay. Allah khaliq kulli shay.
So I am responsible that Allah create in me.
Yeah.
For example, the air that Allah put in my system, or my system for speak, Allah create all this. But the manner of I speak, the manner of I use my ability is my responsibility.
I am using, but I cannot administer. To use and to administer completely different. For example, memory. I cannot administer my memory. Have you had any experience? For example, Hafiz completely has memorized the Quran. Hafiz couldn't read the Fatiha in the Salat. Fatiha. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. That's all. This shows that also Hafiz cannot administer or govern his memory. He uses with the permission of Allah, with the administration or administrating of Allah. Allah is administering. But we use, oh Allah, I want to use my memory. Yes, we make supplication.
For example, the example of the Quran, I can use for knowledge, of I can use for put more close to Him.
Yeah, yes.
So we're almost out of time. So I can take the last words. We're not going to continue from the other parts, unfortunately.
I actually have a question, if that's okay. When Ali Abi said, we are not responsible or we are not the administrator of saying anything, right? Allah is the administrator of everything. But when we speak in a badly, in bad words, when we use bad words, we are the responsible one, right? So, in what way, if we are not administering those words, bad words, we are just using it in a bad manner? Well, how do we explain that using it badly? In that sense, are we governing those bad words, or do we just, like using what Allah is allow us to do in a bad way?
Allah creates, as far as I understand. But we are responsible for choosing, for preferring to sit badly. If Almighty Allah doesn't create, although we choose to sit badly, what happens? The exam becomes nothing.
So we're going to complain about having no favor. Right?
Yes.
This question is ultimately will be related to the question of evil, whether
Yes.
evil is bad or not.
Yeah.
That's a whole other discussion, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Kafir
To create is not bad, but to choose that thing.
It's like a knife example, right?
Yeah.
It's like a knife example. A chef can use it to cook,
Right.
or someone else use it for work.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So by creating the bad words
Yeah.
one utters, Allah allows that, right?
Mhm.
Not only the person will be
Yeah.
responsible for that, but also he will become a means of comparison for the good.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things, it's still
big picture.
the creation of such words is still good because it brings forth the meaning of good. that Allah creates. So he is poorly making responsible of himself.
Yes.
So that helping others to understand what good means, but eventually suffering the consequences of his own actions, which is a fantastic, scheme of things, right?
Very nice example. The example of fire. Fire. Allah has created fire. From all aspects, it's good. But if it burns our finger, we say, I am responsible. I cannot say fire is bad. Fire became bad for me because of my bad usage.
So, God does not create evil. Evil stems from man's own actions.
Yes, everything Allah creates in the best. But related to our free will, use kind of problem, we are responsible for our best, our free will usages.
So this topic is similar to, humans are, most professional when it comes to technology, right? We have almost all control over technology. We can control the electricity or whatnot. We cannot control nature, but we can control technology, much proficiently.
Yeah, in some sense, yeah.
The neural networks or large language models, the main topic is understanding why, for instance, ChatGPT gives us that response. So humans are actually, able to build that model, train that model. But when it comes to understanding why you get that answer, you